Frenchman Martel, 1793 to 1896. Connection between child learning and his her language and a foreign language teaching. Important of meaning. Reading taught before other skills. The Englishman T. Pregnantrest, 1806 to 1886. The first to record the observation that children use contextual and situational cause of interpret utterance and they memorize phrases and routine in a speaking. The Frenchman Garnier, he attempted to build a methodology around observation of child language learning. Other reforms focus on naturalistic principle of language learning, natural method. The reform movement reformed thought the organized and simplified the traditionally exposure to text by using specimen, sentence, and emphasis practiced by translating in both directions through translation or specially constructed sentences that were keyed to lesson center on a particular grammatical points. Learner could be exposed to the grammatical and lexical range of the target language and through translation of a specifical constructed sentence that were key to lesson center or a particular grammatical points. Learner could be exposed to the grammatical and systematic way. The reform was not, however, complete, and for the next 200 years, the grammar translation method and the less systematic literary method coexist and often blended. The reform movement dissatisfaction with the practice of teaching and modern language by such text-based method came to head in the reform movement of 1880 as to 19 as among scholars and teachers in German, Sanguine, French, and Britain who were interested in a particular possibilities of science of speech. It began with the publication in 1877 of Henry Sweet with the analysis of different sound systems opened up the perspective of teaching speech systematically and escaping from the Venetian dependence on text. In 1882, the German phonetics William Victor expressed the growing implication in the formulating language teaching must start afresh. Initially published under a pseudonym, is created with inventing the term direct, the direct method. To sum up, the aim of the reforms, other names are the natural method, new method, and phonetic methods. Also, over 1826 to 1907, he used intensive oral instruction in the target language. A foreign language could be taught without translation or the use of L1. Meaning was conveyed directly through the demonstration actions. So, Harder Pandrim. Unlikely natural methodologist Pandrim felt that language teachers need training in all balance of linguistics and not simply in phonetics. He advocated oral and conversational approaches to language teaching. His sequence are graduation including areas before eyes, receptions before production, eye reception before reading, group work before individual work, all exercise before free production, concrete before abstract meaning. So he provides a theoretical justification for a monolingual approach to teaching. Teacher must be encouraged direct and spontaneous use of foreign languages in the classroom, avoid analysis and explaining grammar rules. Students will be able to The rule of grammar speaker began with a systematic attention to pronunciations,